Welcome back. Next topic I would like to show you is the latest news on the IDD Finder. So this one is not working. Does anyone know how many iLink devices, IDDs, we have on the IDD Finder? Any idea? No, this is not working. So now it's 22,000, where it is? 728, so nearly 23,000 devices we have with iLink. So it's really a huge number. Does anyone know how many, for example, Profinet or RC devices are on the market? Profinet, any idea? Give me a number. 50, 10, 20? 5? Klaus-Peter, you're the expert for Profinet here. I was told 2,467 devices. I think this was beginning of the year, registered with regarding the certificates we have, Profinet devices. So just do you have a feeling how much iLink devices are on the market? With RC, by the way, that's what the RC homepage shows. It's about 2,000, a little bit more than 2,000 devices. So iLink is really huge regarding the number of devices which are available. And in the meantime, I think 120, where it is, companies are having, 132 companies are having devices on the IDD Finder. And it's getting definitely more, so we have 400 members, especially from China, and also for iLink Safety or wireless, we're expecting even more devices in the near future. And there are also a lot of tools connected to the IDD Finder. Those one I just collected. So there are a lot of tools having access to the IDD Finder, getting the data to make the configuration, installation, maintenance, diagnostic, whatever, much easier with iLink. And if you have a tool which is missing here, just give me a hint and I can add also your tool. If your tool is also using the IDD Finder, I would be very glad also to add that here to make some advertisement marketing for the usage and the benefit of the IDD Finder. I think I also missed, sorry, also what is very impressive is the number of downloads we have. You see here, this is every month we have here, 2021, and this is February 2022. So in average, we have 800,000 or nearly 800,000 downloads per month on the IDD Finder. So it's used very, very heavily. A lot of people, a lot of tools worldwide are accessing and making use of the IDD Finder. And not only iLink vendors or companies with their tools are using the IDD Finder, also I know some machine builders with their own software, like Mr. Klesse. I'm not sure if you have direct access to IDD Finder, but there are some also using for their software, whatever, the access to the IDD Finder. Also there's a usage or use cases for the IDD Finder. Next topic would be the workshops we have and we would like to have this year. So this was one last year in May 2021. We had an online workshop hosted by More Electronic here, and it was a hybrid workshop, so some presenters were live at this location, some were brought in via the tool, and we had a mixture and also a great workshop with 440 participants or registered participants, and at the end 320 people attending this webinar. And we had one iLink workshop in Nürtingen with 22 exhibitors and a little bit over 200 participants, also due to with the regulations you see here due to Corona. It was quite successful. Of course, we had a lot of limitations, but also this one worked quite well. And the last one was really great. So one of the biggest or the best iLink workshop we had ever. You saw before 22 exhibitors, and at this one we had 27 companies showing their product solutions with iLink. So from our point of view, the biggest and the best workshop ever. Also, you see here the room with all the attendees here, and in the background you see the window, and I think 3 or 4 meters away you see the Lake of Constance, all the mountains. So for us as a presenter, we had always to look to the Lake of Constance, all the mountains. So it was really also great for the presenter. This location here, Barbara also took care. Also thanks to her. And we planned the next workshop in Kassel on 20th of September. Also here, if you did not register up to now, please register as soon as possible. This will be, I assume, the biggest workshop ever with iLink, because we will combine it with the Industry 4.0 workshop from Xaver Schmidt. So we will have more or less maybe twice the size for the exhibition. We have more sessions also on Industry 4.0 in his section. In parallel, we have the iLink workshop. So you are invited to join here as a participant, of course, but also, of course, as an exhibitor. Register at Barbara, and also you can show your products and solutions there. There will be, I assume, a lot of participants here due to the fact that we combine 2 workshops in one big location. So also here I'm very excited on this workshop on 20th of September coming up this year. Web design, Raphael, you're still here. He's responsible for the web design team. Also here we plan to do an update to the existing website you see here, to update the structure, the usability, also that you can use it with several tools like smartphone, tablet, laptop, and so on, more user-friendly design. And he's working on that, on a new structure, working on new content, also working on our competency matrix, which is quite crowded already with all the companies we have, with all the products. Also here, we are discussing and also decided to go to a solution like the PI has with a product finder to handle all these various products and these amount of technologies we have with iLink. Also here, Raphael is would be very happy if you could support him, because also here we need support on the structure, on the contents of the new website.